My dad passed away over 20 years ago, and just wanted to see how he's doing. Well, let's tune into your dad and see what's going on with him, Coach Steve. And let's see, last time, wow, it's so funny because they immediately when they want to come in and communicate, it's like I can immediately see him. He was a very reserved person, very quiet, but very deep, a very deep person. It's really interesting how I can see them. And he is actually still on the other side. He is contemplating, he's contemplating coming back. Sometimes they share this with me. He says that he's contemplating coming back to the physical world, but that there's some things that he needs to finish and complete, but that he's seriously considering, because he said he's kind of bored over there on the other side, that he's had time to rest, time to be at peace, and he's very grateful for everything, and that he has things to do here. So he might be transitioning into a physical body here. I'm asking him right now about you and how he feels about you, and and what he's thinking about you. And he basically said that he really is proud of you and what you're doing. That he thinks it's really amazing work that you're doing here in the physical form, and that he would like to be a part of this. Wow. And he also states that he is ready for some major changes and shifting, and that he also wants you to send him good vibes and good energy and see him, progressing in his journey as well. And he has a special message for you, Coach Steve. He said something about, what did he say? Something about the flowers, that it's in the flowers. Or maybe it's like, okay. Now I get it. He basically said, make sure to take time to smell the flowers. That you're working too hard, and that he's a little bit concerned about you. So he's saying to take time out for yourself, in other words, and to make sure you smell the roses. But that he's doing well, and that he's happy, and that he feels very fulfilled, and that's why he's ready to transition into something greater. So, yeah. So he's basically saying also that the things that you are wanting to manifest with your radio show, Real Coaching Radio on the Internet, are really going to come to fruition in a big way, and that there is no need for you to be overworking yourself, and that he's a little bit concerned about your health. That he wants you to take a little bit better care of yourself, and to actually spend a little bit more time, like you said, smelling the flowers. In other words, meditating, spending time with yourself, and not concerned or worrying about what's going on with Real Coaching Radio. That's something that is put into motion already, and that is growing, and that it's going to develop into something really, really big. As in 2009 we transitioned from, or actually television is going to transition to becoming HDTV. It's going to transition over to the Internet. So we're going to see some very big things happening with Real Coaching Radio. So maybe what we could do is actually now it's like your father stepped back, and now there's like the masters, if you like, ascended masters and the higher beings that actually are wanting to come through and speak with Coach Steve about his project and what he's been doing here on planet Earth with this programming that he has on Real Coaching Radio. And they're basically, they're haranguing is what they're saying, is that they are in awe, and that you really pulled it off, and that you have their support, and that you're going to see some very, very big things happen out of this. Because there's a lot of people that desire this kind of content as opposed to like reality TV and all the other stuff that's going on. There's more and more people that are really being attracted to personal development and coaching. So he is there basically saying that you are going to see a real explosion happen, in the next year or two. That you're going to see a tremendous amount of progress, and that you're going to see your subscriber base get really, really big, and that you might get some pretty amazing offers. So that's what they see in your future. And they see that there's some really big progressive things that are going to be happening here in Real Coaching Radio. And there's some things they're telling me that you have going on. You got some surprises for the coaches of Real Coaching Radio, and they're kind of like giving me a sneak peek and saying that you're going in the right direction. So they just want you to know that you're going to do very well. So, yes, the time of our days, that's correct. So it's pretty exciting what they're showing me, and they're showing me that you are working on some things to, like we all know, obviously, to expand the network and make it really well known. And unfortunately, they have no time. I tell people that in other dimensions, there is no time there. That's man-made here. So, I can't give you a specific time, but they're just basically saying continue to do what you're doing, and like your dad said, don't don't kill yourself in the process. That it'll come, and it's in the process of happening. So that's part of what they were wanting to share with you. So that's pretty cool. So let's see. Oh, Nan said she has goosebumps. Yeah, they showed me some really, really cool stuff that Coach Steve is going to be surprising the coaches at Real Coaching Radio. So I'll keep that to myself, Coach Steve. It's pretty cool to be able to transfer myself over to the other side and to this side and to get information like that. It's pretty awesome. You're welcome, Coach Steve.